Good afternoon and welcome to Business Now, reaching you live from iBrandTV news studios here in Lagos State. And coming up in the news, e-payments transactions increased by 298% to 135 trillion naira in 3 months amid naira scarcity. And now the news in details. Thank you for joining us on Business Now. My name is Uchechukwu. The currency in circulation in the country jumped by 701.4 billion naira in 1 month to hit 1.6 trillion naira in March 2023 after the Central Bank of Nigeria reversed its policy on the naira redesign. According to the CBN, currency in circulation is defined as currency outside the vaults of the central bank, that is, all legal tender currencies in the hands of the public and in the vaults of the deposit money banks. The currency in circulation in the country had dipped by a 235.03% to 982.09 billion naira at the end of February from 3.29 trillion naira at the end of October 2022 on the back of the naira redesign policy of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Figures obtained from the Central Bank of Nigeria revealed that 2.3 trillion naira was mopped up from the circulation during the period under review. The governor of the Central Bank, Godwin Emefiele, had in October 2022 announced plans to redesign the old 200, 500 and 1,000 naira notes. The governor decried the challenges associated with currency management, including the hoarding of banknotes by members of the public, with statistics showing that over 80% of currency in circulation was outside the vaults of commercial banks. The chairman of shell companies in Nigeria, Osagi Okumbo, on Tuesday revealed that the international oil company discovered and removed 460 illegal connections on its Trans-Niger pipeline before the facility could be restored after it was shut down for 1 year. Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria operates the Trans-Niger pipeline and uses the pipeline to evacuate crude from oil fields in rivers and parts of Bayelsa to the Bonny crude oil export terminal, as other IOCs lamented the grave impact of oil theft on their operations. Okumbo revealed that the Trans-Niger pipeline remained shut for 1 year due to the massive crude oil theft on the pipeline, a development that also devastated the supply of gas to the Nigeria Liquefied Natural Gas Limited during the period. This came as the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, announced the federal government's plan to generate 5,300 megawatts of electricity from solar, as well as producing 6 billion liters of biofuel annually. Osinbajo, Okumbo, and several other executives of international and indigenous oil and gas companies spoke in Abuja during various sessions at the ongoing 6th Nigeria International Energy Summit. Responding to a question on what the incoming administration should address in the oil sector, Okumbo stated that the security of oil infrastructure should be given priority. He said Nigeria was not short of frameworks and written documents on how to tackle the myriad challenges in the oil sector, stressing that the document on the decade of gas, for instance, had measures that would deepen the use of gas, but its implementation remained an issue. And the federal government will, in the coming weeks, release 13 new regulations in the upstream sector of the oil and gas industry. This was revealed by the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, Gbenga Komolafe, on the sidelines of the ongoing Nigerian International Energy Summit in Abuja on Tuesday. According to him, the new regulations will be in addition to the 6 already introduced a few weeks ago by the agency. Although he did not list what the new regulations are, Komolafe said they were aimed at ensuring that the oil and gas sector was not strangulated. He added that the Commission had set up a carbon department in charge of ending gas emission as part of the country's journey towards energy transition. The Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority has advised businesses to take advantage of the opportunities in the gas value chain in order to forestall future uncertainties over diesel supply, among other challenges. The authority's chief executive, Farouk Ahmed, stated this on Tuesday in Lagos during his welcome address at a one-day event tagged Southwest Stakeholders Engagement on Gas Utilization in Nigeria. The engagement, which attracted industry players, has been scheduled to hold in all the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. It is meant to enlighten end users on the need to obtain storage license and engender the transition from white products to gas at the last mile. Ahmed, who was represented by the Executive Director, Distribution Systems, Storage and Retailing Infrastructure, Obuko Ukoha, added that the federal government had put in place various initiatives and policy frameworks to enhance the growth of the sector. The Southwest Regional Director, Lukman Cardoso, stated that the engagement was meant to enlighten the end user on the need to urgently obtain the requisite petroleum storage license and engender the transition from white products to gas. The number of electricity consumers without meters and under the much criticized estimated billings of distribution companies increased by 190,000 or 3.34% to 5.93 million in 2022 from 5.74 million in 2021. However, the number of metered customers rose faster, increasing by 351,792 or 7.4% to 5.13 million in 2022 from 4.77 million in 2021. Meanwhile, revenue generated by electricity distribution companies fell by 25% to 563.75 billion in 2022 from 761.16 billion naira in 2021, driven by a 39% fall in energy supply. The National Bureau of Statistics disclosed these in its electricity report for first quarter of 2022 to fourth quarter of 2022.